in a number of my videos now, I've made it quite clear that I've got no time for spiritual teachers. Yeah, I've listened to all of them. Trust me. You know, I've read a handful of books by spiritual teachers. And listen, I've got to say, I can't be a complete hypocrite. Because in the early stages of me starting this channel, I made my own video called A Guide to Being Aware. which didn't hang around very long. I deleted it because, again, I can't be a hypocrite. I've said countless times, with spiritual, if there's any kind of spiritual practice created, there's nothing to be achieved. And so therefore it was hypocritical of me to post a video with a guide to being aware. Or, again, I've said numerous times, I don't agree with spiritual practice, so I won't go into all that, but I had good intentions behind that video, and every spiritual teacher has good intentions. I'm sure of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying they're all arseholes out to con you, out to take your money, or out to... But you have to be careful with spiritual practice, because it just becomes another vice if you're not careful. So look, you know, on my homepage, I've got a video called Defeat and What Happened to Me. Recently, I made a video called Don't Waste Your Time with That. When I told you about, you know, me seeing the truth of what I was doing with my spiritual practice, how I was playing tricks on myself, ultimately. You know, and when I saw that I was just playing tricks on myself, you know, this spiritual practice was a complete waste of time. Not long after that, and I guess that would have been sometime in 2020, I stumbled across this man on YouTube called Jiddu Krishnamurti, or J. Krishnamurti, or simply Krishnamurti, or even simply K, as he sometimes calls himself. But I stumbled across this man, you know, and ultimately he was saying, I started watching a few of his videos, and he was sort of saying what I was seeing, if that makes sense. I sort of saw for myself that spiritual practice was a waste of time, and ultimately when I found Krishnamurti, Jiddu Krishnamurti, he was kind of speaking of the same sort of things. You know, and look, it's funny when you start a YouTube channel, or even if you're a musician and you start writing songs, look at love songs. I know I'm going off the subject a bit here, but bear with me. Look at love songs. How many songs have been written about love? You know what I'm saying? Van Halen, Kiss, Whitesnake. I'm a bit of a rock and roll, heavy metal fan, as you might notice. Whatever, Adele, anybody, any musician has probably written a love song. So, if the song is about love, it's about love. You know what I'm saying? You could sing about it 100 different ways. But the fact of the matter is, they're still singing about love. Van Halen can sing about love. Kiss can sing about love. You can have 10 artists write a love song, you know, in 10 different genres, sing it in completely different ways, fast tempo, slow tempo, but it's still about love. Why am I saying this? Because, you know, when I started this channel, I'm not... Listen, I'm not claiming to be telling you anything spectacular here. In all these videos I make about the way thought operates, the way our minds work, the totality of the human being, I'm not claiming to be telling you anything, you know, that nobody's said before. If anything, I might be saying what Krishnamurti has said. But but in my own words, a bit like those love songs. Krishnamurti talks a lot about seeing, just perception, being aware, understanding how the mind works, and ultimately that's what I'm talking about as well. I might use different words. I talk a lot about what is. What is just for me a label which describes all that can be perceived around us as well as within us. I talk about what is. Krishnamurti might talk about what is, he might not. But what am I comparing myself to Krishnamurti? No, of course not. Please, let me just make that 100% clear. I'm not saying that, but in the same sense of the love song, Krishnamurti talking about sight and perceiving, perception in general, and so am I ultimately, but in a different way, I guess. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Did you get the whole love song analogy thing? And one thing I will admit to is, see for yourself. How many times do I say that in my videos or at the end of my videos? See for yourself. Now, I did hear that quote from Krishnamurti. If it's a quote, if we can call it a quote. Krishnamurti used to always say that, see for yourself. And so, have I stolen that? I don't know, but see for yourself. It's not trademarked, that quote, but it's the most, to me, that is the most important thing you could do in life, is see for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And if I from time to time now, I might watch a Krishnamurti video, and I don't take what he's saying as the truth. I see for myself. You know, and when you listen to anybody in life, see for yourself what they're saying, if it's true. You know what I'm saying? We're so easily led. We so easily just take the words of another man or another woman and see for yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's very important. So that's why I say that a lot. Krishnamurti said that a lot. Anyway, look, again, am I comparing myself to Krishnamurti? No, but hopefully you understood the analogy of the love song, and you'll know what I meant by that. But look, so ultimately what am I saying by making this video? I'm saying that Krishnamurti is the only spiritual teacher worth listening to. Plain and simple, that's what I'm saying. Ironically, he didn't be Krishnamurti, from what I've seen, he didn't actually like to be called a spiritual teacher, which is the irony of this, but he's the only man worth listening to in the so-called spiritual world, if you want to check him out. I've watched a couple of good videos. He done a couple of videos with some scientists, which were really good. I'll put them in the link. I'm sure I'm allowed to do that. I don't know. I'll put some links in my description box. Another channel I want to mention is literally a channel called Krishnamurti Saved My Life. A young lady, similar age to myself. I believe she's from Spain. She's got her own YouTube channel. You know, check her out. Well, the title of her channel says it all. Krishnamurti Saved My Life. She's a big advocate of Krishnamurti. So, anyway, whatever. I'll put all the links in the description box. Jiddu Krishnamurti. He's the man you want to listen to if you want to listen to anything spiritual related. All the best. Take care.